beautiful day, to have a beautiful day. I had an attitude earlier, but I threw it away. We knew we was great before we knew what to say. It's a tale of two cities, tell of two cities.
It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. If you knew everyone was listening, then what would you say? I could complain, but what we gon' do with complaints? This is a tale of two cities. It's a tale of two cities. This is a tale of two cities. Hand-me-downs loosely fit me. Jeans so big that I had to twist them.
Sheesh. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be listening from in the world. It's your boy Kent Mellows.
King Ami.
And this is a tale of two cities, man.
Wow.
Now, look. As you all can see, it looks a little different. It looks a little different, you know.
Honestly.
We are.
Shout out to the guy who was there last. You know, he broke up and divorced.
Facts. You know, we appreciate you, my boy, but you know, ultimately, you know, it was time to move on. And as you all can see, you know, we've moved on. And you know, it's a new setup. You know, we're in a new location. A new location. Look, man, I be on some shit, man.
First of all, as y'all can see, it look different. Y'all saw the intro first of all.
Facts.
So shout out my boy Omni and my boy Eric behind the
Facts.
Really making things happen, all right? Because I really do love it. Even in the background right now, like this is Dayton and Louisville that y'all seeing right now.
These are the two. I said these are the two cities. We telling you about the two cities, right? Look.
Did I never explain that?
It's right. Listen. Look.
Okay, so first of all,
what's up, man?
I want to talk to you about, man, what's been going on with us. You know, right now, this is the moment where we can catch up. Yeah. This is the moment where whatever's going on in our lives can be talked about.
And that's really what it's been. Like we've been missing each other, man. It's
Yeah. I haven't seen you much, man. And there's financial shit going on.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things that's going into life right now. But what I want to say is we have gone ahead and partnered with a wonderful team in the Plug Network.
Absolutely.
And been able to create something, right? And you know, this is the start of something new. This is the start of something great. And we also got a show tomorrow. So show coming tomorrow. We got about 3 or 4 shows coming up. We're gonna have some of those stuff coming out, but follow the Instagram.
Absolutely.
Follow the Instagram. You see it on there.
Yeah.
Like, don't act like you don't know.
Look, it's in the bottom, in the right, look, bro, it's in the corner. You see it at the bottom. All right, it's in the corner, man.
Right there.
Right there.
Click right there.
Yeah. Facts. You see it. Now, with that, just to kind of give y'all insight on, what's been happening with us at Salem Avenue. Now I can't necessarily speak for you, cuz, but for myself, over these past 2 years, man, so much has went into creating Kent Mellows, creating Salem Avenue Music Group. Facts. Just giving it a foundation where it has enough life to kind of live on its own.
Yeah.
And, when you're doing that, man, your personal life really takes a hit.
Yeah.
Your personal life really, really, really takes a hit.
I'll never forget the time, man, when it was after a show, man, and we had a bunch of people over and, he was, my name is Bilal, right? Everybody knows me as Bilal. That doesn't know me. You may not, but, he looked at me and I was really drunk at this time. And, we had the microphones and I had work in the morning and it was about 4:00 a.m.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he was like, Bilal is fucking the shit out of Ami right now.
Ami's fucking the shit out of Bilal.
Oh, Ami. Oh, you're right. Ami, you gotta,
exactly.
Ami is fucking the shit out of Bilal. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? And that's what I thought about that. I had to realize that, you're two different people once you take on another moniker, if you will,
Facts.
So you're no longer just your government now, okay? Facts. You have to choose. You have to take those moments to choose.
And it don't matter who the fuck lay down. Go to sleep. Bilal got to get up and go to work. Ami can lay down. Bilal can lay down. It don't fucking matter. Bilal got to get up and go to work.
One of you Negroes better lay down, all right? And so from then on, that always stuck with me, man, that whatever you do, however you do it, just make sure that you're feeding the mouth that needs to be fed at the time, Facts. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, blah, blah, blah.
And that's really like us creating this thing, this living, breathing thing. And at this point, I'm comfortable saying that.
Yeah.
we really had to, we had to kind of balance the scale, man, because,
And balance is a big word.
when your personal life is thriving and Salem Avenue isn't, you're able to, feed Salem Avenue from that personal life.
But when
when Salem Avenue is thriving, but not to the extent that you need it to be,
then your personal life, you might not have a haircut. Like,
I'm telling you,
there's
bro.
things that happen. I
lost my fucking hair, bro.
Yeah.
Over these last 2 goddamn years, I've lost my hair,
bro.
But Salem Avenue has helped me with that issue. As far as, man, I was, hiding behind a hat for a long time.
Yeah.
Because, I got crop circles on my head. This alopecia was, really taking its toll on me.
Bro, you got a bunch of females and women that will come up and lick your head now, bro.
Listen.
They'll put the whole tongue and then swirl it. They'll do the whole thing, I promise.
And I ain't gonna hold you. It's actually really nice.
Oh, it happened. My bad. It's
actually really nice.
I called it.
It's actually
I didn't know.
Nice.
I didn't know.
I ain't even gonna hold you. It's actually really, really nice. The same way I be feeling raindrops and sunlight and shit, bro. When a bitch lick my head. Ladies.
That's a G spot, huh?
Ladies, if you find yourself wanting to lick a nigga head, if you find yourself wanting to lick my head, not only am I not going to stop you, I might ask you to do it again when you're finished. That's it. That's all. That's it.
All right, if y'all do that, don't record it, all right? We don't need to see that.
Listen, man, that's not for the world.
And you talk about, like, not feeding, Bilal, bro. Like, I had some food the other day, and I come home. Now, Bilal, before Salem Avenue, would have been straight, bro. But I go to the refrigerator, and I don't have no damn ketchup.
Jesus.
Bro, do you know that I would have had ketchup if I was really out here living my life?
Your own bottle.
No.
Wendy's ain't even got to give you what you need because you was like,
bro, I don't even eat fries without ketchup. I don't even do it.
No.
Bro, I take the fry. Look, I take the fry and this is two. Like, this is one fry. This is two. I take the fry. I do this.
Do you stick them together?
Bro, I stick just
you gotta
like
stick
this.
them together because one fry just isn't enough. You need two.
So I take and you know what I'm saying? I put and I squirt, bro, on both fries.
Bro, shit.
And I eat it like a boat. so I get to the refrigerator and I'm having a good time. I had a couple drinks, whatever, man. And there's no ketchup. So what do, man? You just don't eat them.
You just eat these potatoes. You just eat these potato strips, And then you can't call them fries if there's no ketchup. If there's nothing to dip them in, you can't call them fries.
What
it's got to be something else.
They're just potatoes, right?
They're big hash browns. That's it.
Which we still like. We're not potatoist, all right? Fuck. Is that a bad one? Did that go? All right.
Okay, so I be asking people this question.
Right.
You remember VeggieTales?
I do. I love that show.
All right, okay, cool. So
lima bean.
Absolutely. Exactly. Okay, so there's a land of vegetables, right?
VeggieTales.
There's a land of vegetables. Okay, let's call it vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What vegetable would be the mayor, the ruler of all the vegetables?
It would probably have to be potatoes or
what?
I guess you're right. I guess there's
or what?
There's wait. Let me think, man. This pressure, man. Hold on. Let me. So potatoes are up there, bro. But like, don't act like we ain't out here just eating other shit. What about wheat? Is that a vegetable?
Wheat.
Yeah.
Like for bread.
Is that a vegetable?
I'm sorry.
Because we out here wheating it up, if that's the thing.
I have to reject that wholeheartedly.
Okay.
I don't think bread is a vegetable, my nigga.
Man.
I don't think bread is a vegetable. Let me tell you why I agree with your stance on potatoes.
When you put me in this position, man, it's hard to fight against it.
Potatoes are the most versatile of the vegetables. How do you think avocados got on avocado toast? I got you. The avocado went to the potato and was like, yo, man. Went to the French fried and mashed potato. Look, I need you to holler at your boy Hash Brown down there in breakfast. All right.
Oh, they talked. They had
absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. The potato knows everybody.
They had a conversation.
The potato knows. How do you think the fried egg got on the fucking burger?
Potato was Lizzo.
The fried egg got with the hash browns and told, hey, yo, holler at your homie French fry. Let him know I'm trying to come up and be on the burger. French fry went to the burger. Listen, I don't know what this nigga's trying to do. I don't know what's going on, but an egg gonna come up here to dinner. He want to be on the burger. He says he can contribute.
Dinner did the egg have on a bow tie or something, bro?
Listen.
This got to be a nice dinner now. You feel me? If egg is on the top, if
it ain't about the egg, it's about the potato. Because without the potato,
was the potato nice, man? Was it dressed nice, bro?
Bro, the
Did
potato,
it have butter and sugar, like brown? Like, come on, bro.
The potato was a lot of different niggas.
Okay.
The potato was a lot of different people. You got them baked. You got them fried. You got French fries. You got hash brown. You got twice baked. You got potato skins. You got potato chips. Look.
You got roasted.
Any vegetables out there that want to move up in the world,
hit a potato.
You got to holler at the potato.
Potato is...
You got to holler at the potato.
Potato
if
is
you don't holler at the potato, you're not going to get to where you need to go. If you don't listen to me, you're not... Look, I'm trying to... You know what, man? I tried to told y'all don't fucking listen to me no way.
He sound like what he's saying, and I'm gonna take it from here, man. It sound like what you saying is potatoes is the A&R of the breakfast music label.
Absolutely.
And if you really want to get on,
it's the middleman
with potatoes.
I'm telling
you, if you really want to get on this breakfast life or this any life, honestly, you hit a potato and they gonna sign your contract.
That's what I'm saying.
Tomato, you got some potential.
Tomato
has potential.
Calm down.
What about,
calm down,
bro?
Calm down.
Tomato, you feel me? I like tomato juice. You know, I like.
No, you don't, bro. No, you don't.
I like tomato soup. I like, you know what I'm saying? I like tomatoes on my sandwich. I like pizza. Like, there's a good amount of things that tomato is part of. All right, so it got a little bit of potential. All right, so
but a tomato's a fruit. How you like them apples, nigga? A tomato's a goddamn fruit. They don't even live in Vegetableton. They don't even live here.
Golly, you right.
That's all I'm saying. Bro.
I don't like, by the way, you said, how do I like them apples? I don't like apples.
Apples would be the mayor of Fruitopolis.
I don't, no. Oranges would. Oranges would.
Look, we don't even have enough time to get into this shit.
Whatever, man.
I don't even, look.
Ketchup don't get what it deserves. And tomatoes are in that.
But it never has, and we know this. You know, ketchup is
tomatoes.
Ketchup is really like a top tier sauce.
Tomatoes.
Top 5 sauce.
Tomatoes, right?
Tomatoes, amongst other things, you know, it could be barbecue sauce. You know, it's the same things it's made. The goat, but you got to stop tossing that fucking term around.
I said goat, man.
You got to stop tossing that shit around,
a lot of goats in the
like it's a dirty rat.
Here. By the way, we got to take a break, y'all. Yeah, y'all heard that song before? Go listen to it.
I need a break now.
We got to take a break, y'all. So when we get back, we actually going to get into a couple of our segments. One of them we call SNE, man. Something, nothing, everything. You're going to love it. Peace.
Check out this. Look. Hand-me-downs loosely fit me. Jeans so big that I had to twist them.
Welcome back to the Tell It Two Cities podcast. I'm not your host, because we are the hostess. Your boy Kent Mellows and King Ami.
Isn't a, you know what, I don't even
Salem Avenue.
You know, it's
Salem.Avenue on IG, all right? Now, let's get into our first segment of the day, man. This is actually very much so fun for me, and I want to do this as many episodes as we can. You know, maybe some things will happen, but let's get into it, all right? This is called SNE. Now, I know you like to say it out loud and say everything.
Something, nothing, everything.
Exactly. Something, nothing, everything, right?
So what we got first, man?
We got a couple topics today, man, but let's get to the first one, man. Now, everybody knows this, but I just want to talk about it here, man. I want to talk to you, and I want to ask you first, and I want to know how you feel, man. How you feel about Adidas terminating their contract with Kanye, setting off a whole chain of reactions. Just, everybody breaking ties with him. How do you feel, bro? Is this something? Is this nothing? What is this?
So I actually, I'm actually throw you for a loop with this. I actually think this is loops. Everything.
Okay.
I actually think this is everything, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I don't know who or what is responsible for all of this. But Kanye pissed somebody off. Mm-hmm. And whoever this was that he pissed off had the power to turn this into what it is. So maybe he says some things that we don't agree with. Maybe his approach isn't, something that we necessarily identify with. But for him to sit up on Drink Champs and say the things that he said, and then for these things to happen, and this is going to be a controversial statement, but it's almost like we're watching his career or what he's been to us all these years die right before our eyes. And someone is killing it.
Well, I mean,
there's a murderer on the loose.
A murderer.
There's a murderer on the loose.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
So you said this is everything. I actually do think the same thing, man. I think this is everything. Because this doesn't stop with Kanye, as we'll talk about next. This goes on to a lot of other things. Now, was he wrong for some things? Yes, maybe. But
of course.
I think that the way that he's been kind of thrown around, kind of mangled in a way, it's kind of been everything, man, because this shows that this can happen to anyone.
To anyone.
You know what I mean? But also that it doesn't. It's kind of weird, right? So it seems like it's happening to millionaires. It seems like it's happening to black people mostly. And I'm also leave it there. If you got something for us, leave it in the comments.
Please do.
Now, next thing we're going to get to, man, we're going to get to Kyrie, man. I want to talk about Kyrie Irving. Now, if you don't know, Kyrie has been another guy that's been mangled by media, by the guys upstairs. Pretty much he said some things. He posted some things. If you want to know what it is, it's a book, it's a movie. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Go check it out. And he was suspended after
5 games.
After, they went on to his press conference and asked him questions, and he kind of defended himself. He stood his ground, right? And then he did it again, and then they suspended him. We got Shaq, which is a black man, giving my man problems, in the media. It's kind of interesting, man. Adam Sterling, whatever his name is, the NBA guy, he also went at his neck a little bit too. So that's interesting, man. I think this has something to do with that in a way. To say that, like, hey, man, you kind of looking like you aligning with Kanye. And so they treat him in that way, man. So this is everything. And I'm going to pass it on because that's really all I got. My man's got more.
So I actually want to bring in not only this topic, but also the takeoff topic as well. I actually want to combine those.
Please do.
So for those of you who don't know, unfortunately, Takeoff met his demise earlier this week. He was shot in Houston. He was 28 years old, and unfortunately, he is no longer with us.
Yeah.
But
rest in peace, man, for real.
So
he really didn't deserve that,
When you are a football player, you know that there's the potential risks that come with playing football.
Right.
10 years ago when I joined the Navy, I knew that one of the potential risks that I could be facing was that I could lose my life out here, quote unquote, for this country. If you're a teacher, you know that you're going to deal with some badass kids. If you are a coal miner, you know the risks that come with being a coal miner.
Of course.
But for us as hip hop artists, it almost seems as though nowadays
death is part of what you should be.
You feel me?
Be thinking about,
because they kill rappers in cars, and we was 2 of them on the way up here right now.
Oh, of course, and we was 2 of them, unknowing that anything could or would happen.
Absolutely,
man, just having a good time, enjoying life.
And I genuinely have a distaste for what the world is becoming, because whether or not you motherfuckers want to acknowledge it or not, niggas, bitches, and hoes exist. They're here. They're everywhere. They're in all of us. There are people who do not like Jewish people. There are people who don't like black people. There are people who don't like Chinese people. There are people who got an issue with white people. These people exist. And just because you attempt to silence them or suppress them, it does not make them go away. It does not make them go away. And you can feel however you want to feel. You can have these thoughts, you can have these feelings, you can have these opinions, but you have to understand someone is always going to disagree with you. Someone is always going to think that you're wrong. Someone is always going to say that you shouldn't have said this, you shouldn't have said that, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that. But you all suspended Kyrie Irving for 5 games. He can't play basketball because he shared a documentary. He can't play basketball. Basketball, go to any LA Fitness. Go to the YMCA. Go to any military installation in the United States and just go to the basketball court. Do you know how many different types of people and thoughts and opinions and ideologies exist within us as individuals? Bro, I hate this cancel culture so much. If you don't subscribe to something, if you don't like something, just do not participate. If you don't like this music, don't listen. If you don't like this show, don't watch. If you don't like this installment, don't be a part of it. It's so fucking simple. Why is it so simple to me, but it's not simple to everyone else?
Now, if I can step in for a second.
Please do. Please do. Let me put these motherfuckers back on, man.
My thing about this is kind of the same, right? Playing ball. But to the point of that, not to say that Kyrie crossed the line, but I will say as artists, when we get to be where we want to be, right? When we get to be the people who are moving that needle forward, the people who are pushing hip hop forward, we also are like Spider-Man at that point, right? With great power comes great responsibility, right? So with that, there are millions of people behind me that are following me. Now, we talked about this before, how when we have ideas, when we have things that we feel, these things become part of someone else because they support us so highly. They see us in such a high amount of light. They feel so greatly about us that if you are a person who feels that being honest matters, then they will also feel that. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand the point of, like, if LeBron was to say something wrong, right? Now, in this case, I don't get it, right? Kyrie posted a book or a movie,
yeah, it was a documentary.
And I don't want to get too deep. I'm not even about to push it or like advertise it. Like, y'all do that on your own. I don't advertise shit on here unless, I feel I love it and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? But to the point of that, these are the things that we must uphold. We have to realize that we have a responsibility. So with him saying that, he did apologize. He did do an apology. Even if he still doesn't feel like the apology was something that he needed to say, I'm glad he did it, just because get these motherfuckers off your back. At this point, they suspending you. What you gonna do? Lose your job for this? That's my only thing, bro. Now, media is garbage. That's why I'm here to plug, man, because
so we can do this ourselves.
We can do what the fuck we want, in this mug, except for have my cup or something. That's the only thing I can't. Apparently somebody fucked that up, bro. Fuck you, whoever you are.
I don't know what you got going on. Whoever the fuck it was that fucked up this situation.
Tasha, we good, though.
Do better.
On. We good, Tasha.
Do better. Raggedy bitch.
They ain't even gonna know. It's just a cup or something. That's part of it. But it's cool. So, but anyway, I can understand both sides. But I do not like the fact that we got other black folks, Shaq, and, other people on Sports Center kind of dragging my man's name. I get it. He think the earth flat and blah, blah, blah. Fine.
Me, man.
But, like, come on, bro.
Because this is basketball.
Come on, bro.
It's basketball. Like, yeah. I'm not, like, I don't want to downplay, like, his position in the world.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Kids are watching, bro. Kids are watching. Moms are watching. Dads are watching. Charles Barkley told us years and years and years ago. I am not a role model. I
I am not a fucking role model, bro. He's a basketball player.
And Charles is another one who drugged my man's name, by the way.
I don't appreciate it. And we have this quick reaction to go and cancel somebody when they say something or do something that we don't like. None of you motherfuckers are perfect. None of you motherfuckers are perfect.
You know it's real when the glasses come off, bro.
And it pisses me the fuck off, bro, because there's people like, yo, he's suspended for posting a movie, bro. He didn't hit nobody in the face. He wasn't smoking weed courtside. He didn't fucking take a piss on fucking Pennsylvania Avenue. No, he shared a documentary, bro. Watch it or don't. But like, what is this, man? What is this? This shit is fucking.
This is that shit that Dave Chappelle talking about, man. We too fragile, you know. We too soft. We too.
The country has turned into bitch ass niggas.
Dave, bro. By the way, bro, you that guy, man. If we can get you on the show, man, please come out.
Hey, look, man, you know Dave, what the fuck Salem Avenue is. You know what's going on. So come on, David, Mr. Chappell, fuck with us, all right?
But we gotta go for a little bit. Let's take a break, all right?
Little commercial break.
We'll actually be back, all right? We love y'all, man. But come back.
We'll be here.
Stay around. Get you some food. Get you something to eat.
Sheesh. Yo, welcome back, man. We just gonna get straight into the bullshit bubble.
Bullshit bubble! We're gonna have a button next time for y'all, but so it's me hitting it.
I want to ask the audience, do you all think gender roles exist?
Oh, by the way, in the bullshit bubble, we don't judge.
Fucking judge.
So stop judging us, because
we
I'm gonna say some
judge,
shit.
All right.
So
do you think that gender roles exist? I do, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, this is getting interesting already.
I think that when shit hits the fan, we revert back to our gender roles.
Oh,
all right.
And
I'm gonna use a very, 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 very light example that everyone can relate to. Okay. So I do Instacart. If you don't know what Instacart is, it's like Uber, Lyft, but for people's fucking groceries. Okay. So you go and you pick up their groceries, take it to them, blah, 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 blah. So I'm at Kroger, and y'all know the double doors. You know, you walk out the first set of double doors, and then you go out to the common area where the baskets are, and then you go out another set of double doors, and you're outside, okay? This was about 3 days ago. It was raining, okay? It was raining hard than a motherfucker, all right? And as I'm leaving Kroger, walk out the first set of double doors, I go out to the second set. I brought my umbrella because I was finally prepared. I got an umbrella in my car, but I never take it with me where I need it, but it is what it is. So I'm getting my fucking umbrella together, and I noticed something that made me think. I saw a bunch of women next to shopping carts full of groceries, just waiting. And what do you think they were waiting for, cuz?
They were waiting for the potatoes? The potatoes?
Nah. They were waiting for their fucking men to bring the car closer to the door so that they didn't have to get wet.
Good Lord.
Now, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Now, rain isn't the end of the world. Getting your hair wet or getting your clothes wet or whatever isn't the end of the world.
No, it is the end of the world for them.
Right?
Getting that hair wet, that's tough.
And as men, we know this. So is it not a good deal to say, hey, baby, you go ahead and you wait right here. I'm going to go out to the truck. I'm going to get that motherfucker. I'm going to bring it closer to the door so that you ain't got to get wet. A man is going to be a man and a woman is going to be a woman, even if that means letting the man be a man.
Okay.
None of those women said, nah. We can do this together. Nah. Fuck this rain. We gonna go out here together. We gonna do this shit because we equal. I'm not gonna have you out here getting wet while I'm inside dry waiting on you to come back. Why do you think that is? Because when shit hits the fan, we are going to revert to our gender roles. This is just a minor example. Now, there are probably women out there, I don't need my man to go get the car. I would have went out there with him.
They gonna be in the comments.
You know you goddamn lying.
They gonna be in the comments.
You know you goddamn lying. You fucking know you lying because it's a good deal. It's a great deal.
They're gonna be in the
It's
comments.
a great deal. I'm gonna go out here in the rain. I'm gonna get wet and I'm gonna get the car and I'm gonna bring it back so that you don't have to get as wet as I am. But did you stop him? Would you stop him? No, you fucking wouldn't, because a man is gonna be a man and a woman is gonna be a woman, even if that means letting a man be a man. I'm talking some shit right now.
Now, we listened to a podcast recently about kind of like gender and
got me
how much people get paid and blah, 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 right? And men and women get paid this and that. And what they were doing was kind of debunking the whole myth of the fact that women get paid less than men. And it was an interesting listen, I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm sure it was.
But all in all, what it came down to was that's a myth. You know, I mean, it's just the fact of the matter that we the ones willing to get down and dirty. You know, we the ones that's willing to have a plumber's crack for a week, for a couple months, you know, and we the ones willing to get down in the sewer and clean up the shit that's clogging up the damn drain so that they don't smell next to little Tony house. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's not to say that certain things apply, right? So, for example, the NBA and the WNBA. This is fun to talk about because I want to see what y'all got to say about this shit. First of all,
you trying to get me started.
The WNBA don't make as much money as the NBA. All right? Let's just be honest.
By millions.
The ticket sales.
By millions.
The marketing, everything that comes with it is not the same. So when I see these women wearing these shirts that say equal pay, blah, 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 how they going to pay you equal? How they going to pay you equal? And what they going to do with everything else? How they going to keep the lights on? How the lights going to stay on, fam? Like, come on, bro. Let's be realistic. Look at the numbers. Look at the quarterly revenue. Start to look at these things. Makes sense.
And then we spoke about this when I told you that the WNBA is only 26, 27 years old.
Yeah.
And I said, let's compare.
It's like the NBA is like 7
where
years old.
Exactly where the NBA was at when it was 25, 26, 7 years old.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers, the NBA finals was on tape delay.
Now,
Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain were not allowed to stay in the same hotels as their teams. Like, motherfuckers had to have summer jobs because they were not making enough money playing basketball. So you were playing a full 82-game season. And then, I don't know if it was 82 games, don't fucking quote me, but you were playing this entire season, and then you had to have a second job because you were not getting paid enough. Either way, why do y'all get to skip? Why do y'all get to skip the maturation process? You have to build a fan base. You know why it's tough for you to build a fan base? Because on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights, we are watching men's sports.
And listen. That's not to say sports. That's not to say that. That's not to say that y'all don't get buckets, bro. Like, that's not to say that y'all not out here hitting the threes. That's not to say that they
not leaping from the free throw line.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're not leaping from the free throw line. You're not 360 dunking. You're not hitting half court shots. There's no Steph Curry out here. You know what I'm saying? There's no LeBron James.
And even if there is, I don't fucking know it because on Friday night I'm watching the Warriors.
But so, like I said, there are certain times when those gender roles have some type of gray area and blah blah blah, and that's one of them. But at the end of the day, man, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. Okay. Now, I'm still cool with some gender roles. I'm cool with opening that door. I'm cool with opening that door. I'm cool with, hey, I pay for a good amount of the meals. Right. But honestly, on the first one, you paying for your shit. On the first one, I'm not paying for your potatoes, ma'am.
I actually don't think
those are our potatoes.
I actually don't think men have an issue with the gender roles because we aren't the ones who are complaining about it. We understand what the fuck it is, but we deal with so much shit every day just as men. The rejection, ladies, how many times have you walked up to a guy
and he said no?
Probably
like as much as you can count on your damn finger. Now let's reverse it. How many times has a guy walked up to you and you said no?
I don't have enough fingers and toes.
Moment of silence.
For the amount of times that I've been rejected by a woman. And I understand because you have the right to say no, but that's the game that we play. Hey, there's a girl that you like, you think she's attractive, you walk over, hey, yo, what's cracking? My name is Kensha. What's good? You got
the point
nice
of it
feet.
is, let's play the game.
I'm trying to holler. Play your position.
Don't get mad when y'all
play your motherfucking position.
The point of this is, don't get mad. Don't get mad.
Bruh.
I want to move on. You know, I was talking to some folks, man, and
do I know these folks?
You may or may not, but we're not gonna say a name.
Cool.
We're not gonna say a name.
That's fair.
And we talked about, children, which I don't have, but at some point I would like to, and I have ideas about the things that I feel will make sense and matter when I have a child, right? And the first thing that motherfuckers try to get mad about was whooping they damn kids. If you don't take little Timmy in the back and whoop that ass, if you don't take little Timmy back, listen.
You ever see a kid acting up in the store? And
I've seen it.
And you just waiting on them to get their ass whooped?
Bro, I got my
And it just never happens?
Call moms right now. She whooped my ass in Kroger, Walmart, and Best Buy the same day.
Best Buy.
I'm not playing with you.
If
my son or daughter go crazy and start grabbing, ooh-wee, I give them this. I'm going to start giving you the spiel in the car. Listen, don't touch nothing. Don't grab nothing. Don't look at nothing. Matter of fact, keep your hand on the cart.
You remember the stories of, my mama used to send me outside to get a switch. Can you imagine?
My grandmother.
Can you imagine an adult telling you, hey, go outside and get the switch with which I'm going to whoop your ass with? That's a bar.
But let me tell you the crazy thing.
That's a bar.
After my grandmother did that, she sent me to get my switch. And then the crazy, scary thing was my switch wasn't big enough. So what she did then was tell me to go out with her, and we grabbed about 6 switches, right? Now, she take a rubber band and wrap it around that motherfucker. Now I'm getting my ass whooped.
This is crazy. Like, bro, this isn't, go outside and find a better apple for us to eat.
No.
Go pick a bigger watermelon.
Switch wasn't
go
shit.
Get a bigger switch so that I can whoop your ass and you feel it. Because what you brought, you knew what you was doing, and I thought that you might do this.
Whoop them kids. And I'm sick of y'all. This is conjugal punishment. This is scary. Like, this
FCK.
Is a fear factor.
FTK.
What is that?
Fuck them kids. All right? Whoop them kids. That's the easiest. Look, I'm trying to. Johnny, come over here. Fuck Johnny. Whoop Johnny's ass.
If Johnny say no for any reason, whoop that nigga. I'm sorry, I don't want to call him.
And I promise you he'll be fine.
Your kid might be named Johnny.
I promise you he'll be fine. I promise you he'll be okay because guess what? You cooking dinner and Johnny got to eat. Johnny got to eat. So whoop Johnny's ass and tell him come in here and eat.
And then Johnny going to get on the Salem Avenue podcast and be like, I'm glad my mom whooped me. And it's all going to come full circle because Johnny going to be a lawyer after you whoop his ass. I promise you. Whooped his ass. That's how you make doctors.
I don't think that you all understand how valuable a good ass whooping is.
Leather belts, extension cords, I got all of that.
And when you don't whoop your children as children, I gotta whoop their ass as adults. And I don't like doing that. I got to put my hands on these grown ass motherfuckers. Who you think you talking to? I'm not out here thinking. I'm talking to you, nigga. The fuck is you? See, look.
You got to grab the hoodie and pull it over his head and give him a good
children's ass before we got to do it.
I don't want to have to do it.
I'm not going outside and finding switches. I got the switch.
Ooh.
I got the switch.
That's a bar. Can we?
Bro, I do this shit and I did it yesterday, nigga.
And you gonna do it tomorrow?
And I'll probably do it tomorrow.
He finally accepted that. Okay.
Bro, I was actually.
He wasn't accepting that, just like he doesn't accept that. I don't know.
The future doesn't exist and neither does the past. But your next game is just as important as your last. Keep that shit in mind.
Keep that shit in mind,
bro.
Unless you got a shitty mind, then it's already there.
Ooh. What'd you say? It get messy, but what?
It get messy, but we all Ronaldo.
You at the bar, man. Give your order to the barista. It's Bartholomew speaking to you right now.
But until then, bro, hey, listen. Whoop them kids, bro. Whoop them kids. I don't care if you mama, daddy, whatever. Whoop their ass. And when we come back, man, we're going to have a couple words of wisdom, bro. So stay in. Lock in. I didn't remember
It's
that.
all good. All right, y'all. Welcome back. So we have our segment that we're finishing on. It's the WOW segment. WOW is an acronym for Words of Wisdom. But I actually wanted to ask you before we get into this, is that a correlation to the school that you went to in your adolescence, the World of Wonder back in...
Damn, Nardwar.
Back in fucking Dayton?
How the fuck you know I went to...
I got the shit, bro.
Bro, I didn't tell him this.
I got the shit.
I didn't tell him where I went to school. I don't know how he knows. But, you know, I thought that was cool, man. Like, wow, like... Yeah, you know, we used to sing this song, World of Wonder is our school, we love you.
I just want to be clear, I didn't go there, so I don't know this
Yeah,
song.
you know, and I used to look out and see my mom, and she'd be like, oh my God, that's my baby. You know, and it was a moment. But
I went to a lot of different elementary schools. I went to Blairwood, I went to CM Holiday, I went to Richard Allen.
Shout out Richard Allen.
Bro, I went to a lot of shit.
Shout out Richard Allen.
I went to a lot of schools.
Shout out Dayton, Ohio, man. So
I went to Colin Powell. Them was my first 4 years before we moved to Georgia. So there you go. There's that.
So, and speaking of WOW, man, we're going to get to our next segment. It's called World. I'm sorry. Fuck, you fucking me up. It's called Words.
I did that? Yeah. You see what I did?
It's called Words of Wisdom, all right? This is the segment where, we've had a lot of fun here. But now it's kind of our opportunity to give you some words, some wisdom.
Facts.
Something to take home with you, man.
Faculars.
So today I want to talk about, hard work, man.
Hard
consistency,
work.
Things of that nature. Last time we talked, it was to women. I mean, it was to men. And we just talked about how to get a woman, how to approach women, how to look, and how to talk the part. But today we actually talking
right now. Them shots is hitting me right, like 30 seconds ago.
Jose for the
you feel me? I got this Jose in my cup.
For the
it's got me feeling stuck.
Jose
it's
for the
got me bending over.
You know what I'm saying?
I wish that I was sober, and I know I did this to myself.
Wait, did you make this?
But I need somebody's help.
Did you make that song?
Come on, man.
Jose for the old days. Okay, so
back to it.
We're gonna talk about hard work, man. Honestly, so there are people that I have talked to about this shit, music, photography, whatever, entertainment business.
Facts.
And they have told me, the 28-year-old, that it's too late for them. Where's the clock? Like, I don't see a clock in here. I don't see somebody telling you that it's too late. All I see is a healthy human being standing in front of me, doubting their self. So when you tell me that it's too late or that you don't have enough time, you kind of annoy me. You kind of throw me off a little bit, because we sitting here almost 30, putting up numbers, traveling the country, meeting the people that we need to meet, sitting with Rock Nation, You know what I'm saying? These are the things that keep me up at night, is the fact that people don't have as much belief in themselves as I do. Mm-hmm. And I wish they did. So go ahead.
So there's something to come with this. And right now I'm really just speaking to any artist, any hip hop artist, any musician, whatever. When we were kids, I think we can all agree that it wasn't exactly cool to be a rapper or, start your rap career rather, in your 30s. But you also have to remember, I'm a 90s baby. I was born in 93. Hip hop was born in 1973. So in the early 2000s, if you was a rapper over 30, there's a good chance that you would be older than hip hop. But as time has progressed and as we've gotten through the 2010s and the 2000s and the 2010s, and now we're into the 2020s, hip hop has given us legends who have been able to age with this career field, with this way of life, rather. So you have your Snoop Dogg's, you have your Ice Cubes, you have your Jay-Z's, you have your Rakims, your KRS-Ones, you have these individuals who have been able to grow with hip hop. And a 30-year-old hip hop artist in 2022 is not the same as it was in 2002. So to all of you out there that feel like you're too old.
ESTG is 32, bro.
Bro, you feel me?
If y'all didn't know.
This hip hop thing needed time to become a culture.
Yeah.
It needed time to become, what it is today.
But not even just hip hop, bro. Like, we don't even have to be just hip hop.
Absolutely.
I know a guy, man, and he really wanted to be an astronaut. And you know what I told him? Go do it. Go do it. My man's was 26, 27, so he felt he was late. So what we do? We go on the website and we look at the setting, we look at the rules, the guidelines to become a person that gets in a spaceship and goes into space. And you know what happened when I saw the age limit? There wasn't one. There was no age limit. So why are we letting these things stop us from being who we are supposed to be? Y'all kill me, bro. Y'all really kill me out here. And it really makes me feel like there's somebody out here that's the greatest rapper alive. But the fact that they didn't want to put the work in because they felt it was too late has stopped them from being who they could have been. And that is a problem. That is problematic. I don't even use that word problematic, but that is very problematic. That is very self-harmful. That's very self-sabotaging of you. You know what I'm saying? Figure this out, bro. It's never happened overnight. And then when it did, it was Trinidad James. And you see where he at now. I don't know.
Jesus.
Put that work in, fam.
Jesus.
Put that work in, fam. I promise you them 10,000 hours count.
And there's a beauty that comes with the trial and error.
Yeah. Trial and error is amazing.
Every situation that you find yourself in, more than likely you're going to find yourself in it again. So that first time that you're in it, you may excel. You may be the shit. You already may know how to finish with your left hand. Like, you may have that already. But the situations that you haven't been in and you didn't do well, or maybe you didn't know what the protocol was, or you didn't know the etiquette, you didn't know how to speak to someone, whatever it is, the second times it comes around, now you're working from experience. I'm going to give you all an example. When we were in B96 with DJ Q, shout out to DJ Q, shout out to Fonz for, giving us the opportunity. Hold on.
Y'all made it to the bullshit bubble.
Shout out, to the situation that presented ourselves that, allowed us to get a drop on B96, man. That's our first time ever being on the radio. And I can't speak for you, but I was really, really, really just excited to be there. And I haven't been excited about a lot of things in these past 2 years that we've been doing this because, we was ready. We fit the description, we was with the shit, whatever it was. I wasn't worried about the way that it would go. But when we went to the radio station, this is an environment that we never been in before. Now this Salem Avenue thing that we've been creating, that we've been giving our time, our money, energy, attention, and time, our meat to, now that what we've been giving our meat to, it's coming like it's becoming a thing. It's becoming realer and realer every single day. Do you know what it feels like to have people call you or text you or tag you on Facebook or IG and say, yo, we just heard them Salem Avenue boys on IG. Shout out to y'all. Y'all getting to it.
I know what it feels like. You know what it feels like?
Absolutely.
It feels like 2 years of hard work.
Bro. But in addition to that, you know what it feels like when you do that and you haven't even heard the drop?
Yeah.
We on the radio, been on that bitch for about a month now. I ain't heard the goddamn shit. I don't even know what it sounds like.
But it definitely feels like 2 years of hard work.
I'm telling you, bro.
And that's not something that we just jumped into. We didn't
Exactly.
just put our foot in the water.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It takes time.
Even for that, we had to take a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like, bro, even when we was in there, you know, we had to work that shit out amongst ourselves and get that bitch recorded and get that shit out.
Yeah. I mean, and that's everything though, right? Like you have to know how to approach the studio, and that takes more than one. You have to know how to approach the set that you put on.
Exactly.
You have to know who you're coming for.
Exactly.
You have to know how you're going to come, how you're going to dress, how you're going to travel. You have to know these things. And to know these things, you have to do it. But if you go and your first show is Rolling Loud and you get on that stage like Ice Spice and fuck up,
Jesus.
we couldn't hear her. We couldn't hear Ice.
Jesus.
We love you, girl. You look good, but damn it, we couldn't hear you. You get on there, you're doing your thing, but we couldn't hear you. But that's something that she's got to work with now. Now, she's got to put in her 10,000 hours, and she's already there. So now there's a different story to be told. You know what I'm saying? Now things are a little bit more difficult. Whereas Rick Ross, 10 years in the game, he finally gets big. He finally gets to where he needs to go, and he makes it work for him. And he makes it happen. And now we get to see the fruits of the labor of somebody that has been here.
Facts.
Now we see a guy who buys a house and it gets into 3 or 4 movies, and he knows that he bought the house for that in the first place. Now they shooting Coming to America, this crib. Now he's owning all these chicken places because he's a businessman and he's had the 10,000 hours.
Facts. Now,
Okay.
Now I want to segue into honorable mentions. And today I really, really want to give some flowers to somebody who has been with us our entire journey.
And put in his 10,000 hours.
Facts. And
His
that
10,000
is-
hours.
That's Ash Matthews, man.
Instagram, Ash_Matthews_music.
If you do not know who Ash Matthews is, unfuck yourself. Unfuck yourself. Hit your unfuck button, unfuck yourself, and find out who Ash Matthews is. Because if you call yourself a musician and you don't know who Ash Matthews is, you're doing yourself a disservice. Ash Matthews is the gentleman behind the computer that makes our music sound the way that it is. That's the white boy with the long hair that you see in the intro. He is everything that he's built himself up to become. And every time that we go and see him, he's got another fucking trick. He's got another thing that he can show us. So do yourself a favor.
Shout out Ash, man. Shout out Ash.
He's been phenomenal for us.
If you don't know, man, like I said, get on your Instagram, Ash_Matthews_music. Go buy his beats. His beats are amazing. He makes sure that, you know, the samples are cleared. He makes sure that everything is mastered and mixed. He makes sure that these things are done so that you can have a song that matters.
Facts.
All right? Don't put in all that time and then go out here and make something that's half-assed. All right? Hit up Ash Matthews, all right?
Facts. So with that being said, my name is Kent Mellows.
And I'm King Ami, man.
Wherever you are in the world and however you may be listening, thank you.
Thank you.
This is A Tale of Two Cities. We'll see y'all soon, man.
And we out.
Y'all be safe.
Yeet.
hand-me-downs loosely fit me. Jeans so big that I had to twist them. At the